Good morning, Entertainment Daily lovers. Back in politics today and the exposing of Senator Natasha Akpoti, allegedly by Dr. Sandra Duru, aka Professor Mbeke. So, like I said, this is a story that we will follow up and I will keep you updated. So, we should have done this last night, like yesterday evening, because it was supposed to be the live stream that the most anticipated live stream, if I should put it that way, that Dr. Sandra spoke about. She said it was going to be 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So I kept checking the time, up until past 9, 10 p.m. I was wondering, is she going to go live or not? But what actually happened is the fact that she does have her page, Dr. Sandra Duru, and she has her media page also where she blogs about things, which is Professor Mbeke. But she did not specify on the post that she posted on her page where she was going to be live streaming. So I was looking at her other page, not following her main page, so not even knowing that the live stream was going on. So that's the reason why you'll be seeing this now. But without wasting your time, I'm just going to go straight into everything she said, and I want you to be the judge after listening to everything. Because after people listened to her live stream yesterday, some persons were cheering her on, some other persons were like, what is this now? What you said here, what is the like, what's the big deal? Like, we were really expecting much more. But she did say that she kept some things away, but one thing she did was exposing I'll say allegedly because I don't know. It's not been confirmed by, she's saying that it's been verified that the phone numbers and everything that she posted is actually what it is. But she posted the phone number of Senator Natasha Akpoti. So I believe by now people will be blowing up that line already because it is clear she showed it on the live stream and she also posted it online. So let me quickly check our sound to make sure that people can hear, and then I will go in and pull up the her live stream from yesterday where she said a whole lot, and we would listen to it together. Let me just quickly check our sound. Give me a second. If you're here with me, please like the live stream. Listen to it together. Let me just quickly check our sound. Give me a second. If you're here with me, please like the live stream. Okay, so good. The sound is good. So let me pull this up from her page and let's do the reaction. I don't know if she does have a YouTube channel, but well, let's do it the way we always do it. So 7 hours ago, she posted Senator Natasha's phone number. She posted, because on that live, she also spoke about after Senator Natasha called her and told her that that she has paid, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili and, some other names that she mentioned that she has already paid them. That how much would Professor Mbeke, Sandra Duru, would charge to work, for her to actually help her go file some stuffs and things like that. And she said she responded back to her, telling her that it's not about the money and things like that. So she offered to pay in naira and then offered to pay in dollars. But she, Dr. Sandra, refused the money and said it's not about the money. Just give me evidence and everything I need, explain everything to me, and we will start from there. So when she noticed that she didn't have evidence, she now said, okay, prove the other one that you said. She couldn't. But before then, Senator Natasha had already been running her mouth. And she said she was even really embarrassed that Senator Natasha is supposed to be a lawyer and she talks the way she talks, even though she was just doing But Senator Natasha was just spilling even her private matters and things like that. Although she said she would not really expose what she said about her private life, about her husband, allegedly Udwaga, and what she said about you know, just some other persons that for now she will keep that in private, but she's already petitioned Senator Natasha. So this is not only a Nigerian case, but this is now international. Remember, Senator Natasha went international also. So this lady is saying she has, and she's posted a screenshot showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 WhatsApp messages deleted. Okay, and it's showing this message was deleted, this message was deleted, this message was deleted. So back to back, deleted. So she's saying after Senator Natasha realized that she cannot buy her, she deleted things that she already sent to her on WhatsApp. But before she did that, Senator Natasha didn't know that she was faster by downloading or saving everything that she had already sent to her. So by the time that Senator Natasha was deleting the things that she sent, it was already too late because she, Professor Mbeke, had already saved everything, including the voice record, the voice calls and everything. Okay. So that's what she posted 7 hours ago. So let's go to her live stream and let's start. Okay, so I'm trying to just get this live stream to. Okay. Vowed I would never beg any person that tries to do this to anybody in any way and in any form. But I'm glad that Natasha actually denied that she doesn't know me. She hasn't talked to me ever in her life. She hasn't even encountered anyone called Prof. Mbeke or Dr. Sandra Duru. But we'll start with that tonight. But before we start, permit me to give just a few seconds to the people who have been wrongly accused by people like Natasha. Some are in prisons today. Some took their own lives because nobody believed them. Some left their families heartbroken. Some, their children disowned them, don't trust them, don't respect them anymore. A lot of things have happened to people who have been wrongly accused without evidence. And that's where we have to be careful with people who come to the public domain to seek public sympathy, to lie to us, to emotionally blackmail us into helping them fight a cause that maybe within our own conscience, we may be thinking they are being oppressed or victimized. But at the end of the day, you find out that these people are bloody liars, pathological liars, people who have no conscience, people who can destroy without even looking back. Natasha is one of them. Many of you are wondering, why? Why didn't you resolve this with her privately? I tried. I did my best. I did my best to stop Natasha. I did my best to, give her good counsel. I did my best to even preach the word of God. Those who know me know that I'm an evangelist. And for those who don't understand me, I'm also a mother. I have children. I have sons. I have daughters. And today we're not going to go too much into stories because we have already heard everything. We've seen them. She has talked. She has gone to IPU. She has gone to UN. She's gone to everywhere. But today, the truth is going to be dropped undiluted. And I'm going to be talking about just 3 things for today. Okay, so may I also add, now I will have to pause in between. Do not be offended because I know most people that are listening are like, why don't you people play it? You can clearly see that Professor Mbeke is also a content creator. Okay, she has 2. I didn't even know up until yesterday when I didn't find this live stream. I was just curious and I'm like, what's going on? And I went by, kept checking her page. That was when I saw her sharing from her main page, Dr. Sandra Duru, to Professor Mbeke, this live stream that you're listening to right now. She sat in front of the camera and you can see her sitting right in front of the camera. She has somebody helping her to operate behind the scene. You can hear the person's voice as we continue listening. And she did this live stream. So I don't know if she also has YouTube, which I want to believe she does, because on this live stream, you would also hear her say that she didn't want to go to other social media what is it called, sorry, news or TV stations and things like that to grant any interview, yet that she wanted to drop the main tea on her own social media platform, okay, before anything else. And the second reason she said she didn't want to go was because Senator Natasha allegedly told her that she has bought Arise TV over. Names were mentioned, names were dropped, so just be patient and listen to everything she has to say, and you be the judge. But one thing I can tell you is politics, when it gets to do with politics, or when it has to do with politics, you never know. Okay, you never know. So we're still looking at where they're going. One thing though, I would tell you that I love is the fact that she has petitioned Senator Natasha. So let's see between the two of them who is shady, because right now we're looking at the both of them, okay, with side eyes, because she's alleging that Senator Natasha confirmed to her that there was no sexual harassment. Okay, and she was also trying to find out if Dr. Obi Ezekwesili and I think the other lady is also a doctor, Dr. Abiola, and the FDA or FDA, something they kept saying FDA, FDA. I didn't really know what that meant, but it seemed like that has to do with something of the body of what they call lawyers or association. I don't know, but something like that. But anyway, she's going to explain all of that on this live stream. So just be patient, give the live stream a thumbs up, share, invite people that needs to go. This concerns everybody. Okay, this concerns everybody, because if this story is not true, then Senator Natasha has caused a lot of harm, okay, to credible stories that are really out there. But if this lady was also both, so at this point between Professor Mweke, Dr. Sandra Duru, and Senator Natasha, I don't know who has the questionable behavior here. But let's just give her the opportunity to present all her evidence, and let's see the petition that she has already petitioned her in international this thing. But let's see what all of these things will bring. But we'll keep following the story until everything is resolved or somebody's jailed. To you that she's been lying to us. And I'm also going to prove to Dr. Lee that which one is Ezekwesili? But I'm not going to mention the political parties tonight. I'm not going to mention them for some reasons. And I'm going to try my best to not mention the political party leader who linked us up, who brought Natasha to me for some reasons. I won't go into that tonight. But if, as we progress into this a very sensitive matter, I might be forced to come up more. But tonight, I want to let Nigerians know that Natasha is not telling us the truth. We're all swept off by emotions. We believed her tears. We believed her lies. She brought the lies to us in the United States. But today, we have brought the truth to her in Nigeria. And we're not going to spare any liar in this cause. So let me let you understand that before I decided to come to the social media, I'm not really a social media person, if you know me. Before I decided to come to social media, you see this thing that people be saying, I'm really not a social. If you're not a social media person, you would have given this to somebody else. Madam, I disagree with you on this one. You are a social media person. For you to, promote this, your live stream on your business, people that are not social media people just have their Facebook profiles where they post about their life, their whatever they want to say, they say, then they go ahead, they move on. But when you now go and you have a separate Facebook and a page and a blog and a this and a that and all of that, don't say you're not a social media person. You are a social media person, and you are a content creator. Apart from anything else, whether you're a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, you go to space, you're an alien or whatever, but you are a social media person. Don't say you're not a social media person. And second thing I want to point out is that from what Dr. Sandra Duru said, from her other previous post to this present post, it does seem like she's based in the United States. She's not based in Nigeria or Europe or in Africa or Europe. So I think she's based in the United States, because remember, she also on her previous post, she talked about how she single-handedly sent, I think, Massachusetts politician or whatever to jail or things like that. So this again, she's saying we're bringing it. You brought it to us in the United States, and now we're bringing the truth back to you in Nigeria. So I think she is U.S.-based Nigerian. Yeah, I followed all due process. I went to the security authorities, agencies, ICC, United Nations agencies, CNN, BBC, the places she went, the places she visited in the United Kingdom, everywhere I visited. I wrote to all of them. And to also let you Nigerians know that any evidence I'm going to be giving you tonight, nobody hacked my Facebook page. I deliberately did not honor the invitation by television stations because I would love
to use my platform so that nobody will twist my words, because some of these media agents, especially Arise, that she said she has bossed over Arise. I'll get to that at full progress. I decided not to honor any of the invitations. I decided not to talk to anybody in the media. I decided to use my platform so that I can be able to come out and say, yes, I said it. This is the way I said it, and these are the things that I said. Every information I'll be giving to you tonight are all forensically investigated, analyzed, verified, and already submitted to the security agencies. So we are not here to play or to speak grammar or to play like kids or for sarcasm or for satire or for stupidity or for pettiness. We are here for serious business, and I have decided to let you know how it all started. Now let's see how it started before I now wrote my petition. Everything I'm going to be saying here to you tonight, as I'm saying them, I will be giving you receipts, because you cannot come to the public domain, cry to us, tear everywhere apart, tear friends. I know my friends that are blocked on social media because of Natasha. Many of you were wondering, I was supporting Natasha. Yes, I fought against the senator. I don't even know the senator she was talking about first. I don't care about what they do there, but how she cried touched my heart. And those who know me, even in Imo State, I fought.
Well, she said she fought for Senator Natasha at the beginning. Um, I've not seen those posts. Maybe it's on her Sandra Duru's page. Like I said, I just found out her Sandra Duru's page yesterday. I was following her Professor Mweke's page, and I thought that's the only one she has, But she does have her main page, so maybe that's where she fought, because I've not seen those posts. I hope she will reshare it so people will see how she did fight for Senator Natasha, because if she started this by fighting for, because there are people that are just on the sidelines, okay, they're watching how this whole Senator Natasha Akpabio, the Senate, and everything is, this whole thing is going to play out, because everybody knows it's political and everything else, oppression. This is a high profile case, if you should put it that way. So there are some persons sitting on the sideline. So if she was not one of those that were just sitting on the sideline observing and watching how this whole thing is going to play out, and she started by fighting for Senator Natasha, and now she's now turning against Senator Natasha, it could only mean two things, okay, or maybe more than two things. But the two that is coming to my mind could be: one, is she being bribed? Like, is she being paid a hefty amount that was higher than what? Because some people are of the highest bidder, okay? The person that will pay more, anybody go pay more, and then go support. You understand? So could it be a case of the highest bidder, where that's why she's now out here putting all this out? Or could it be that the energy she used to fight for Senator Natasha, when Senator Natasha made the mistake of contacting her private, although Senator Natasha has denied that she doesn't even know who Professor Mbeke is, she doesn't know who Sandra Duru is, this is AI generated. I guess that's the reason why Professor Mbeke, Sandra Duru, sat down here on a live stream where you can see her face to face talking to the camera, that she's not an alien or AI generated whatever, that she's a real person, and she did have this conversation. So it's a word against Senator Natasha's words. But she does have voice recordings that she has played. Now we don't know if people are going to say that that's also AI generated, or but the world, we know that we've gone far where they can replicate people's voice and things like that, because there are videos or you talking in places and they can take those things, but a lot can be done, okay? Just my point. So but what I'm trying to quickly say is the fact that either is a case of a highest bidder, or Dr. Sandra Duru did find out something that the general public does not know about, and it made her upset. You know how angry you will be if you're somebody that is always standing for the truth, fighting for justice for people, and somebody tries to fool you. When somebody calls you a fool, like, it really pisses you off. So it could be one of these two: either is a highest bidder case, or Dr. Sandra Duru got pissed off when she found out something about Senator Natasha, and it wasn't just adding up. So let's continue to listen.
What's his name? Samuel Siniwaha. If I can remember the young man that almost went to jail, they arrested him and the wife, two of them, and nobody was taking care of the kids. That was where I became the enemy of the state government at the time. I was the one who flew back into Nigeria, went to the scene of crime, took the sample of the blood of the disease, which they were alleging he killed, and took the samples of the blood of the disease and the one that was alive. I went for forensic. I don't like stories. I like results. I like proof. So that was how that matter was resolved, and Samuelson got his freedom. He's from Imo State, an activist as well. So Natasha came to me on the 27th of March, 2025, after she had visited the United States. And she called me and said to me, to leave, to go fight for Natasha and make X1.
Okay, so my network, I was knocked out from the this in completely. So like I was saying, this is a high profile case. If we're talking about the owner or somebody that started up a political party, and this person was the first person that called Dr. Sandra Duru to ask Dr. Sandra Duru, to kind of, level the ground so Senator Natasha can actually call. And that goes to tell you that, look, this is going to be hot. It's not going to be easy, but I hope that she does have her, what is it called, voice recording of this political person, this head of a political party, because she didn't mention the political party, and we can understand why. Okay, because she also needs to be very careful, because politicians, they're capable of anything. They can do and undo. But I hope that she also have voice recording and everything, just as she has on Senator Natasha, on that political person and every other person that is involved. Because if she doesn't, then it looks somehow.
See allegations, and that he would love me to speak to Natasha and help Natasha to ensure she gets justice. I said, okay, no problem.
Why would they need
but
to
let me speak
recruit
to the
if
person
it's
you're talking
in
about?
fact?
That was when Natasha called me on the 27th of
Anyway,
March.
let me quickly say this. But she used the word recruit. Why would you need to be recruiting people if you're telling the truth? You don't need to recruit people, because people that love truth, justice, don't like injustice and things like that will always come out and speak out for you. And you will know that once you start, there will be people that will stand by you without you inviting them. So I did that political leader that that Dr. Sandra is talking about, did the person really use the word we are recruiting people like Dr. Biezikwesili and the rest of them? Or she's not really quoting him, she's just saying it, but he said something along that line. We need to be clear enough, you understand?
25. So when she called me, if you check my page, Prof. Mbeke, I'm Dr. Sandra Duru, but Prof. Mbeke is my media page, my platform, where I quote the truth. And if you call me, if you check there, I have a disclaimer. Once you call me, it records automatically. because I don't have the time for people like Natasha that will tomorrow come back to say, I said what I didn't say, or she said what I didn't represent. So that was recorded, the first day conversation. And that wasn't the only conversation. She got closer to me.
Well, except that if Senator Natasha and these political head people and the top people, because they said the main person they are targeting is not even Senate President Akpabio, but it is actually the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That's the person that is the target, but they want to first of all remove Senator Akpabio because Senator Akpabio is the one kind of shielding Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So if this is their aim, this is the goal. So these are high profile people, okay, in the nation that are fighting to do this, okay, because we're talking about the number one man in the nation, the president. That's the person you people want to take down, okay, and the Senate president, who happens to be what, the number three, right, in the nation. That's these are the set of people that you want. And if you're taking down the president, you're taking down the vice president, you're taking down all of them. Okay, so these are high top people in the nation. So are they not smart enough to have noticed that this disclaimer that Professor Meke just mentioned, that on her page she has it there, there's a disclaimer that if you call her, your call is being recorded. So they really want to get the president, they want to remove the president, but they're not smart enough to know that the person they are contacting, when you're contacting somebody that records call and the person already puts a disclaimer, there are people that will not tell you that they're recording you, because that's what the question that people were asking her. And I think that's the reason why she said what she said here, because the question was, do you record the call of everybody that calls you? Because it's kind of somehow, who records call? That is, somebody just calls you to talk to you, you don't even know what you're already recording from day one. It's almost like you have a plan. But if she's saying that there's a disclaimer on her page, and I believe it's through her page, and they saw the work that she has done from the one that they said somebody was accused of unaliving someone else, and she had to go and take blood samples to go run the test and forensic and things like that to vindicate the person, that person was innocent and things like that. Then they must have gone through her page, or they must have seen her works and everything. Did they miss the part where she actually put that, or is she not telling us the truth? Okay, of which we can go back to her page to check to see if she does have that. Because if that information is there on her page, then why did Senator Natasha will come on call you knowing that your calls are being recorded, and she ran her mouth the way you're alleging she did? So many questions, man. Let's keep going.
We became like sisters or friends that trying to talk to her as I got to know the truth. Natasha came and she started offering me money. The first she said she has this problem with this Senate president, and explained to me everything. She thanked me. We talked personal things which I won't let out for now because it's her privacy, about her life, about her mom. We talked a lot. And the question I asked, Natasha, if you want me to represent you, can I know the truth? She said to me that Dr. She started dropping names I will mention.
This also sounds kind of weird to me. Okay, she knows, because from that voice recording that she played, that she had posted, that Professor Meke had posted to her social media, the call, when the call started, it was like, is this Professor Meke? Because somebody in or something, or in or something like that, told me that it is Dr. Sandra Duru, but the face looked familiar, and I was thinking, I believe, that's how it started, that this is Professor Mbeke, and she laughed and said, yes, it's the very Professor Mbeke and things like that. Okay, so she knows the person, but it doesn't seem like they are that much of an acquaintance, let alone friends. So how do you contact somebody, and you and your political people allegedly are planning to bring down the president of the nation, the vice president, because all of them are, as far as you're bringing down president, you're bringing down vice president and Senate president, and you're using Senate president to kind of achieve all of this. So you want to bring down the three top people in the nation, and more other names that we might not even know, that have not been revealed yet. And something as serious as that, you went into a conversation with someone that you know is a blogger, and you also went and started adding your personal life story when you're not even that kind of friend. You have to be talking to somebody for a while and you get kind of comfortable with the person before you start airing your personal life, because you want to believe that you're like, I don't know, but it's kind of weird that Senator Natasha is calling in for political brouhaha and she's telling you about how her husband poisoned her allegedly, and personal, so many personal things. What does that have to do with bringing down Senator Akpabio and the president or the Yoruba government? Weird.
Or that she has already she has already paid Dr. Obi personally. How much do I want? I made her understand it's not all about money. Just talk to me. Why are you fighting? What is the problem? What did they do to you? She now explains to me the truth.
That truth came too easy.
Are we there? Yeah. She explained to me, and Natasha told me bluntly, she said, babe, there was nothing like sexual harassment. I was shocked. To be honest with you guys, I broke down. Because if you check my page, I was already fighting. If you go and see the things I posted about that man, the Senate president, you'll cry for him. I was fighting. I've contacted UN agencies because I'm a member of the UN Council. I've contacted everyone. I'm the president of TUFF, the Unique Family Foundation, that has UN ECOSOC status and the rest of them in the United States. Honestly, I took the battle. Go check my page. I didn't erase anything. I left everything there. I was out to fight for Natasha. I was ready for the battle against the Senate president. So when she now started explaining things to me, in the course of the explanation, she was so relaxed. She was so calm. She opened up a lot of things to me. Our conversation wasn't just one or two, which the security agencies have already verified. And she was good enough to tell me that she has paid Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, that she recruited Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, that's not a big deal, I can do it. I said, did you tell Dr. Obi that these things are not true? She said, they know. We are women. We can't let these men be doing this to us. We have to fight. Let's just use gender-based whatever. At that point, I became a little bit, excuse me. At that point, I became a little bit, this, I wasn't happy. I was sad. Let me put it that way, because the way I came out to fight, and I told myself, what do I do now? How do I go back?
That. You see, when she talked about, she was bold enough to tell me that there was no sexual harassment and things like that. Let's just use gender based. You cannot call that boldness. If that did happen, then that's silly. And I don't even understand how a politician that has gotten that far, because they're good in lying, they're good in calling white black, black pink, pink purple. They never say the truth. That's one thing about politicians. They will never tell you the truth. When they're campaigning, they're telling you one thing. When they get into office, they're telling you something else. So are you telling me that Senator Natasha is that daft that will come and start telling you all of these things? What concerns you concerns if truly, okay, all of this is being alleged, so allegedly 10 billion times. So if I miss saying allegedly, I have already said it severally, like all of this is being alleged. I'm looking at all of them with side eyes, okay? I'm not there when they're doing their thing. All of them are politically somehow squeezed in. I don't care whether US or Africa or Asia or anywhere, all politicians are all the same BS. So all these people that are affiliated, and they're all the same thing. They can be easily bought over. So whether it's Senator Natasha or Sandra Duru, all of them are best of the same feather. But the point I'm trying to say is, you came to, okay, let's say, bribe this person allegedly, right? And you're going to tell her about Dr. Obi Ezekwesili that has been bought over. There's just so many things here that anyway, let's keep going.
To the people out there. So the wisdom came. I relaxed. She said, are you there? I said, yes, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm with you. Go ahead, talk. So she started telling me a lot of things For the area that I was interested in, I had to redirect her back to the question. She now said, it didn't happen. I don't have evidence. That was why I sent Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Mrs. Abiola or Dr. Abiola, and FIDA. FIDA means Federation of Women Lawyers in Nigeria. You were recruited, and she called you guys useful idiots.
Right.
That she recruited useful idiots. Women that can speak and be heard.
Dr. Obi Ezekwesili has to come out and speak, and the Dr. Abiola also needs to come out. And the person in charge of this FIDA, this Federation of Association of Lawyers of Nigeria, whatever, that person also needs to come out and speak. Because are you kidding me right now? So what? Dr. Obi Ezekwesili just sat down, listened, and heard that there was no sexual harassment and nothing, and she was paid how many? I don't care how much. Like, who ruins their reputation, everything they've worked hard for, just to go and mess up? Look, this is not even something that they need to be quiet about. If this, anyway,
you are now Natasha's useful idiot.
Huh?
Oh, I was wondering why I cannot join her on Arise TV to do the same thing. And the question is, why always Arise TV? She said she has bought them. They asked the, what did she call it? What was that word? That is the, her, whatever TV station for her propaganda, whatever she's trying to do. And that she has also paid them to organize women award for her. That if I want, she can put my name. I said, no. If you want me to represent you, I'll be needing a letter from you, an official letter. So commit me officially, which I'm going to post after this conversation now, after this interaction with you guys. I'm going to post a lot of things out there. So she said, I said, make me your let me be committed officially, so that at this point, whatever you want to say, I can vet them before you say them, because you are being careless with your words. She said, no. Nigerians, she said they are G and H. I don't know what they mean by that. She said gullible and hungry. Natasha is so careless. She said they're gullible and hungry. And with the present government, anybody that is fighting the government, Nigerians will just follow you. And that's it. At that point, I couldn't take it anymore. And I withdrew. Before then, she had already opened up a lot to me. I couldn't tolerate it anymore. So I had to say, hey, girl, I'm sorry, I can't do this. She offered $200,000. I said 200 million naira. I said no. She offered dollars. I said no. She said, at that point, she wrote me. I will post what she wrote. She responded to me in writing. I don't want anything contractual. I said no. If you want me to represent you, you have to give me a letter, an official letter of commitment. Then you have to send me your evidences. So I'll look through them, I'll vet them, then I will advise you how to fight this cause. Natasha disappeared. That was how Natasha disappeared. I went back to the person. I will keep his name private for now for some reasons. She now went back to the political leader who brought her to me and said something different to that one. The man didn't even know Natasha had gone that route. The man didn't know Natasha had told me a lot of things about her. The NDDC man she dated in Sima, how her husband, Ima, and all those things I'm not going to mention today. How Ima bought somebody a bulletproof, how Ima poisoned her, how she's going to poison Ima back when she's done with this, what she stands to gain. Natasha said this is politically motivated and sponsored attack against what she calls, she said it's Yoruba government. She said it has nothing to do with Akpabio. That it is their target has, she said, her political.
You know what? I don't. From what this lady is explaining, Not even a child speaks like this. So you went all the way to talk about how you want to bring down a man as powerful as Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the number one man in the nation, and what we know about him allegedly before he even got into power. And you went there, left the conversation you were supposed to be having with this lady, because as far as I'm concerned, from what Professor Mbeke is saying, allegedly she went there to bribe this woman the same way that she allegedly bribed Dr. Obi Ezekwesili, Dr. Abiola, and the FDA, or the Association of Lawyers of Nigeria. you know so you went there for this mission, but you left the mission that you were supposed to, and you were going to tell the woman about how your husband poisoned you, and you're going to poison. Who talks like that? A senator? Anyway, I know that the senators, all of them are clowns, shall, but all of them no get sense. So even when Dr. Sandra Duru was saying that she does not understand how a lawyer, uh, the senators, Nigerian senators, none of them get sense. Wallahi, Wallahi, when you see the way they behave, the way they talk, the careless behavior, they not get sense. So no, it's not only Natasha. If this is true, okay. Uh, but I just find it difficult, to believe that somebody will go for a mission and you leave that, you're talking discussing your private matter. Waiting consign Udwaga, Emmanuel Udwaga, I think that's his full name, right? And yo, somebody make it make sense. Does this whole thing? I just hope that Dr. Sandra Duru has not been paid higher than what allegedly the other team paid. Okay, let's see.
Leaders or
I
whatever
don't
she
know.
called them, I'll post them there. It's what they sent her to do was to.
Because I find it weird that you are able to expose some things, but now all of a sudden you care about Senate. You care about not senator. I keep mixing their titles. You all of a sudden you were able to release a lot about Senator Natasha, which would affect her kids too. Okay, because if she's jailed, if this lie she's told is you're telling the truth that she lied and she deceived Nigerians and the international body, she will pay dearly for it, and it will affect her kids too. Okay, so you didn't care about that part, but now to release this other part that she was telling you about how she, because what if she carries out that poisoning of uh, her husband Uduaga before you expose anything? Why are you not posting that part of? Give us a little bit, but she did not. Sandra Duru did not post a little bit of that part of the conversation. At least play a little bit of everything. Let's put it all together. Don't come and be telling us some things and then you're easily playing the part where you're saying, "Oh, I paid Doctor." It's almost like, are you carrying Doctor Biezekwesili and this Abiola, Doctor Abiola and the FDA in mind already? Because you did not hesitate to play the part where she was even Patoranking. You threw Patoranking under the bus. Patoranking, where they sing you Alubarika, Alubarika from Lagos down to America. Now is Alubarika go to jail or Alubarika wife go jail. So my point is, okay, the point I'm trying to make is what Sandra Duru did not expose enough. The way she hyped this her live stream, it did not meet up to the standard of what we were expecting. But I leave you all to be the judge also. As I'm dropping my opinion, most of you will be watching the replay. I know, because most times when I'm going live, the time is always not the perfect time for when my audience are live. But I want to just do this, put it out there because I have other things to do. Today is Friday. So, you know, drop your own thoughts in the comment section and the conversation will continue. So let's keep listening.
Ensure that the Yoruba government do not go ATM. Girl, what is your problem with this thing? That if she gets it done, they will make her the governor of Kogi State. Or if that does not work, that they will give her a minister of what they call it in Nigeria, minister of petroleum resources. And she has to fight to finish. Like if I want, she can introduce me to them. So at the end of the day, she now brought out an allegation. She said, since the sexual harassment is not flying, and she said she was highly disappointed in Dr. Obieza personally after all the money she paid them, that they did not do what she asked them to do the way she wanted it to be done, that she sent them to that committee to deliberately disrupt the committee from moving forward. And that the man, she said one man has short fuse. They should pick on one man like that, one senator. And Dr. Obi and those people went there to do that. And she started laughing at Nigerians. I have it recorded. When that one, she now came again to me with another proposal that I should help her write to some agencies and also come out in the media alleging that the called senator she was fighting is involved in organ harvesting. And she said that senator murdered a young woman. The young senator murdered a young woman called Umoren and took the girl's kidney for his wife. That if I bring out that one, that everybody will, that all she wants is for this Senate president to step down. That this Senate president is one shielding the president of Nigeria, that they're already in charge. They have gotten what they want from the other side of it, said it's national, whatever they call them, House of Representatives, that what they are looking for now is the National Assembly, and the Senate president is the one disrupting them, stopping them, blocking them from getting to what they want. And she mentioned the names of her sponsors. I'm going to keep those ones away because I've already mentioned them to the authorities. And the people who are funding her. She said she's not on her own, that the money is available from ready, let's work. So she now gave me the names of the agencies she wanted me to write.
You see another thing that I'm saying. Why is it that you're protecting, first of all, the person that called you, according to you, that called you and initiated the meeting or the connection, the link between you and Senator Natasha, right? You said it's a head of a political party. You did not mention his name. You're still covering for him. Now, you're also not wanting to mention the names of these people, but you were very comfortable mentioning Obi Ezekwesili and Biola and FDA. I want to believe that the Association of Nigerian Lawyers, FDA, or whatever they call, I don't know, seriously. I didn't even know they had one association like that because the way that they behave safe. So, so the thing is just paining me, seriously. Why is she protecting? Why is Mbeke protecting? Ah, God. This thing is really vexing me. This thing is really paining me. Why are you keeping some names? If you're going to name names, name the names. Name the names. You're comfortable in mentioning some people's names, almost like you know that there's no consequences. There's nothing basically Abiola and the other FDA people can do to you. But you're afraid of these top people, or what is it? Put their names out there. You're already out with the story. What else is there? Put all of them on blast. So if anything happens to you, we know who to go and hold if the story you're telling is the truth. Because the way you're just saying this, they want to bring down Yoruba government. It seems like, okay, you're alleging that Senator Natasha came in with, what is it called? Gender-based, crime. And then you're coming in with tribalism and they just want to bring down Senator Akpabio. It's almost like you're trying to paint Senator Akpabio to look good. Well, your Morin case, you said it didn't happen, okay, and then they want to bring down the Yoruba government and it's Senator Akpabio that is protecting. So they want him to step down. You said Senator Akpabio give you money. Because right now I'm looking at you and the Natasha and all of them where they involve, all of them. Now this kind of thing, all of them get out. You know that that kind of for Nigeria, all of them get out. Because all of them are politicians at the end of the day. Nobody they trust anything they come out front of their mouth. Leave all this away, Professor Mbeke sit down here cross leg, they blow grammar. Because why are you not mentioning those people's names? If you're able to, then don't mention anybody's name. You should have just said she paid people, some women, or they just put it in a way. But don't mention not basically and the rest of. I'm not saying not be everybody cannot be both, but I'm just saying if you're able to just throw the woman under the bus like that, then Kukuma throw all of them. Now what happen? What did they play? Anyways, let's proceed.
Two in the parliament in the United Kingdom. As we were on phone talking, we were talking and she was sending them to me. I will show you guys how she deleted some of them without knowing that before she deleted, I've already saved them. So she said I should write them. She loves the way I write, that people respect me in the United States and in the United Nations, that women respect me. I should please help her. And I'm a voice they can reckon with, that and Joby is not really doing it the way she wanted it. And at the end of the day, she gave me those contacts, which I'm going to share with you people as well. I've shared some because I blocked those people's number because I was in touch with them. So I had to blur their numbers a little bit for privacy protection and for privacy reasons. Now, Natasha alleged that the Senate president of Nigeria, we should take it that.
Now, here again, there's something here that doesn't sit well with me. Natasha is lying, according to Professor. Let me just use her real name. According to Dr. Sandra Duru, that Senator Natasha is lying, right? And she's working with this other political party and they want to take down their opponents and bring down the president and all of this whole thing that she's alleged. But one thing that you and I and all of us that are listening to this and following this story can agree is the fact that Nigerian politicians, when it comes to anything that involves international body or anything that takes them out of the continent, when you have to involve the outside world into their case, they all hate it. Nigerian politicians are not friends, but once you just want to say something that internationally people will start paying attention to what is happening in Nigeria, the politicians, they hate it so much that they all become friends and they all start fighting together. They all start putting their mouths in one place. They all start acting like all is well in the nation. So I find it very weird that in their fight to take down the president of the nation and to take down Senator Akpabio and every other person that they have in mind, they want to go and invite international body when they know that the story that they are taking to the international body is false and they would be investigated and they can be exposed if what they're alleging is not true. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I mean, that he murdered someone. And don't forget, I'm a mother. I'm a woman. I'm a human rights activist. I'm a journalist. And at the end of the day, I wasn't happy with it. I called her again. We had another conversation after she has laughed. When she's talking, she won't let you talk. When Natasha is talking, Natasha is very prideful and controlling. Natasha thinks money can do everything. Natasha doesn't know that I'm blessed. Maybe she was not aware before coming to me that I was the principal consultant to Standards Organization of Nigeria. The sun cap we're enjoying today in Nigeria, that was my God-given wisdom and initiative. I conceptualized it. The gender mainstreaming in the Nigerian police force and police reforms, I did that. What we are all enjoying today. The same
Police
thing to
reform, what
Sandra
you
Duru,
enjoy
she
for
said,
police? Police not.
nobody, you can never talk to me. She's this, she's that, you know.
I beg, Dr. Sandra, not there for America, they say Nigeria, they enjoy any, what police reform in one thing, but police now people, those ones now, I beg, I know they enjoy nothing for there, but I know fish out.
So, at the end of the day, I asked my dearest Natasha, you have alleged sexual harassment, and you have told me it's not true. Because if it's true, why go to the media houses? Why go? I told Natasha, okay, enough. You hear I'll play it for you guys. You will listen to it. I told Natasha, I said, let's stop, my dear, stop going to the media houses. Let me help you this time. Let me restructure this battle. I have fought battles. Nigerians are aware. I have fought battles. DG, sacked DG,
Okay, so right here, I don't know what she said or what happened, but she muted I think the person controlling the live muted her mic. No.
Yeah. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know you can hear me. Can you hear me, please? Just indicate if you can hear me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please indicate yes, you can hear me. Can somebody tell me you can hear me? If you can't hear me, just tell me yes, I can hear you. Thumbs up if you can hear me, please. Now, Natasha made me understand she wanted the organ harvesting case to, take over the sexual harassment. So I came again to say, Ma'am, can I have the evidence to prove that?
Now, here again is something that I find very weird. Okay. A lawyer. Is Natasha not a lawyer? Why would a lawyer want you to take a story that she knows is false to international body just because she wants to take down Akpabio? Sorry. Senate President Akpabio. Let's be including their titles, okay? Do you understand? Why would a lawyer? I don't know, except I don't know the kind of lawyers that some people's own, the ones that I know that are lawyers, people that went to school, studied law, from family members to friends to acquaintances. I don't know anyone that does not have head. I'm just telling you. So I can't. Thinking from the angle of knowing so much lawyers and knowing how they behave and the way they would handle issues, they would even kick against it. If you're trying to, you just don't go to your family member that is a lawyer because your family, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your wanting what is a lawyer, and immediately you start, they're telling you if you don't have evidence, you won't. From the big, they already know. They can tell you, a good lawyer can tell you what you will take to court and you will win and what you will not win from everything you're telling them. So how is it that a lawyer will go and tell you to take up the story of this lady that was unalived, knowing fully well that Senator Akpabio allegedly is not involved, but you just want to pin it on him? Meanwhile, they will be able to prove it because you said it's the lady's kidney. They harvested the lady's organs, right? And so there will be paper trail of the surgery being done on Akpabio's wife. Like, it will be, they will prove it. So that's what you want to take to international body, international listen to go and use to prosecute the Senate president. Okay, oh, this story get Lego, but let me know what you think in the comment section.
She said she knew about it for the past 3 years. That for the past 3 years she knew about it, but she just kept quiet. But now I think she wants to use it. She has evidence on that. Okay, if you do have evidence on that.
So tell me, what lawyer does not know? Even we that were not lawyers, we didn't go to any school to read law. We know that you cannot know about unaliving of someone and you don't speak about it because you can be charged for it too, as accessory, or what they call it, accessory, or what's the other word again they always use, because you know about it, you covered the crime by not saying. So a lawyer does not know this thing and she's all comfortably discussing it with you, a total stranger, that she just needs your help, and for whatever work allegedly that she wants you to do for her, she wants to pay for it, but she's exposing things that can ruin her career, ruin her this thing for life. Okay.
You're able to give me that, if you're able to give me that of the sexual harassment, and you're able to give me Patoranki. She mentioned one Patoranki, I don't know who it is. He said Patoranki will not be able to come. Okay, if you can't send Patoranki.
This is another thing I don't like. What do you mean by you don't know who Patorankin is? This woman, now what for you? Everybody knows that Patorankin is a singer, okay? Which one is you don't know? Not only America here you do. You know they for space. You don't know who Patorankin be. Stop lying, I beg.
To me in Nigeria, come to Nigeria, send him Patoranki. Let me interview those people. He said, okay, I'll send Patoranki. She didn't send me Patoranki. The ladies she mentioned for some other things, I'll reveal to you that she didn't send those ladies. Now the sexual harassment, my darling, beautiful Natasha told me there was no sex.
Or do we also have a politician that is called Patoranking? Because the only Patoranking I know is the one that sings. I don't know any other person that bears that name in Nigeria.
There was no evidence, and that was why she was sending obvious as a useful idiot to go and disrupt it so the committee will not move forward. Now, what about this one you have alleged again, another allegation? Can we at least treat one allegation? I will fight for you. Just give me your...
Sandra Duru, me personally, I'm looking at you with the side eye. Okay? They look you with corner eye. Seriously. Like fully, they look you with corner eye, because the way you're comfortable mentioning the people that you know that maybe they don't have money more than you, maybe, you just comfortably mention their name. But those big names that would make us believe your story more, you're still covering up the owner of the political party, the name of the political. Why are you protecting them? If you're protecting these people, why are you not also not mentioning the names of these other people that allegedly she told you she paid already?
Evidence, any evidence, autopsy, anything on the bill. It's okay, I'll send them. Now, while we were waiting for that, she alleged another one. So at that point, I kept recording and keeping them. And when she was off the phone, I called the person who introduced her to me. And I
kept recording. The question I have for this woman, seriously, I wish I could stream on Facebook. The question I have for Professor Mbeke, I hope you recorded that first call too. The owner of the political party, because that's going to be stronger than anything Natasha wants to even say. Because trust me, owner of a political party in Nigeria, and if it's one of these top ones, look, we already know that that's a godfather there. All right? So, I hope the way you recorded, because I don't understand, or your machine just automatically turns on when it's Natasha. And then when other people, because you did not mention if you recorded, but during Natasha's one, you're telling us, and I kept recording and keeping. I kept recording. When you reach the time where we will ask you the question, where the voice record of you and that man, no tell us say you forget to, or your machine malfunction. Then we will all know say they work for Akpabio.
Voice of the man to you guys, where the man was highly disappointed in her, and the guy was pleading with me and asked me, did she really call you back again? I said, yes, she even called threatening me. Natasha was threatening me when I refused to take money from her. I am not hungry. I am not poor. Those who know me will tell you. I am hardworking. I'm a Christian.
No, so
I have moral, spiritual values, family values. I'm not afraid of anyone. Nigerians will tell you, I am not afraid of.
If you know they fear anybody, for don't tell us the political person. You see all this way they talk, I'm not hungry, not hungry. You hungry, no hungry. Sandra Duru, you not get money past Nigerian politicians, because those people are high level, free people. Like they're very good in stealing. So no matter how comfortable you think you are, the money you have is nothing compared to what the politicians have. Okay, so it's still possible for them to buy you. It only takes people with good conscience and morals and to not do it. But I just find it strange. This is the second time, because you said the person called to fix the meeting. I'm not trust any one of them now. Wallahi, I'm not trust any one of them. You said the person called to fix the meeting. Then after Natasha came and ran her mouth, you now call the person back, and the person called you back and was asking you, did Natasha say all of these things? You still have not mentioned if you recorded the person, if you recorded this conversation. No, I want to believe you recorded it, because you said that is on your page that whoever calls you, it is being automatically recorded, because that's how you've done it. Okay, that's how you fixed your stuff. So I would have loved for you to have played a little bit, even though you don't want to tell us his name. At least just play a little bit. Let us hear the conversation where the person. Anyway, yeah.
Anybody. I'm afraid of God Almighty, and I want to always stand on the side of the truth. Even when I don't know you, I can fight for you. Nigerian youth, nuns that made me their patron, will
God bless you for fighting for the people that you fought for.
And I won all my battles.
Congratulations.
So please, Natasha, when we now got to the point where Natasha was asked, do you know Professor Mbeke, Dr. Sandra Duru? Natasha denies she does not know me. The same woman you sent to IPU, you sent everywhere, you don't know her anymore. So now, Nigerians, I will play to you because I love to come with receipts. One, no sexual harassment of any kind. Two, she said the what's it called? The organ harvesting was one that I took that one very seriously because the disease needs her needs to be protected and her family. She needs justice. And I told the authorities investigating internationally and locally in Nigeria that if the Senate President of Nigeria is involved in this organ harvesting,
Madam,
please
call
he
your
must
tongue
be
like that.
prosecuted. So I wrote a petition to the authorities and they commenced their investigation. She wasn't aware I did that. I wrote to IPU, I wrote to all the agencies, including the one she gave me their information, because I was in front. So I had to also go back to them. So I made a U-turn. I made a post on my page. I said, go back there, it's there. I didn't delete anything. I'm not like Natasha. I said, no evidence, make peace. Natasha called me and I said to Natasha, I said, my dear, please, I want to help you. You have lied. You have destroyed a lot of things. And you have disgraced Nigeria. You have disgraced us women. My dear, I have the message. I have it.
So wait, you first went on your page to go and write no evidence, make peace, before you now told her that you want to help her. Who go agree for that type of help? But all of them are the same. Sure, I don't talk on before.
With her, I'm going to show you people. I was open
Professor
to her.
Mbeke just wants to blog.
I want to make peace between you and your Senate members.
Grow your page, madam. I understand.
And I said something where I grew up in the Southwest. I don't know about others. My parents are Igbo, but I grew up in Southwest, then UK and United States. And I said to her, I said, Natasha, in our culture, we are Africans. Let's do it this way. You have lied, you have erred, but we'll not let the public know for now. I won't go there and tell them what you have told me. I'm ready to come back home to Nigeria. Let me take you to that same woman who was like a mother to you, the one, your husband's good friend. Let me go and beg them. Let me make peace between you guys. Let's make peace. Let's beg them. Then I will help you to draft an apology letter. We will take it privately to some people in the Senate that you respect. Then you go back to work. Put your people first.
Go back to which work? Now they don't suspend them for 6 months.
You can still fight anything you want to fight from inside, not from outside. Stop being heady. Stop being stubborn. Stop being obstinate. Stop fighting. There is nothing to fight for. I cannot join you. I'm not Obieze Kwesale. I'm not FIDA. I'm not Dr. Abiola. I will not do it with you. I will not attend the Arise Award. I will not be on Arise with you to lie. And you keep telling people I will give you the.
One thing I noticed about this Dr. Sandra Duru, aka Professor Mbeke, I think she thinks she's better than some of these, that at least these people that she's mentioning. She really does think that she's high above and more knowledgeable, more exposed, more connected, more rich, wealthy, and otherwise compared to this set of people. Hence, she just calls their name, talks about them anyhow. But then the top people that are causing the problem, because if truly this is happening, and Senator Natasha is just like the needle in a haystack, like the main people that are up there that connect that called you, like the person that connected you and her, that you said is a political party owner, and whatever that you said, and those other big names that were mentioned, you covered up for those people. You're not mentioning their name, but every 2 seconds you just throw around these other people's name and you want to act like, I beg, rest in Jesus' name. If you're not mentioning those people's name, get out of here.
In court. Stop deceiving Nigerians. And he said Nigerians are G and H, gullible and hungry. And you're not taking the advantage that Nigerians are hungry, and because of what they are going through, you want to now add more to their problems. I said, let me take you to these people. Let's make peace, Natasha. I won't fight with you. She refused. She started offering money. I said, no. If you do not make peace with these people, then you don't love your people of Kogi Central. You are fighting for your own selfish interest. You want to be a governor. You want to be a minister. You want to disturb what you call Yoruba government, which I don't understand what you mean. Now the people using you, I said no. Go back, apologize, because what happened at the Senate was a kind of misconduct. Every institution, every organization, they have their ethics and the rules guiding their place. Natasha doesn't even know what it means to be a senator. I had to, Google. I said, listen, this is it. She said, I don't care. I can talk from anywhere I like. No. I try to educate her because it's difficult for somebody to be educated and act like an uneducated person. A lawyer, very lousy, careless in all her offenses. I'm not a lawyer, but I can't speak like that. So when I told her, let's make peace, she refused. I preached the word of God. I spoke like a cultured person. In Yoruba, we call it omoluwabi. You can never do that in Yoruba land. Forget about Senate or age or men and women. We have culture. No amount of Western exposure should make us forget our culture, our roots, where we come from.
This is another nonsense talk. In Yoruba land, you can never do what? Yes, we know that Yoruba people used to respect, but the modern day Yorubas, they don't get any respect. A lot of them talks anyhow. So don't come out and start saying, you see, this is the problem with our people. This is the problem. You see, this tribalism, this one is doing this one, the other one is doing that one. Anybody can misbehave. It does not have anything to do with, oh, this you cannot do in Yoruba land, the other one you cannot do. Yes, the olden days Yorubas used to, but now, look Portable them. Or should I continue mentioning their name? Not be Portable who go past away senior and they slap hell out of his head. Calm down with this kind of talk. We know that times are changing and people are no longer following. So don't say this cannot happen in Yoruba land. Look at the other old one that had beards that came online. I was busy saying, your ex-husband is finer than Polo. That means Yoruba people are finer than Igbo people. Shut up your mouth there, Dr. Sandra Duru. They talk nonsense there. What do you know where they talk there? Anybody can misbehave. Anybody can do anything. So this point you're trying to make is just a nonsense point at the end of the day. It's a nonsense point. It's not making any sense. Anybody can misbehave. If you like, be from the east, the west, the south, the north, central, everywhere in the world, Africa or Nigeria or everywhere, anybody can misbehave. So don't say one thing cannot happen in Yoruba land and this one, before we go back the thing where you say no, if it happen for Yoruba land, now come put for your face. What do you know where you talk? You sit down for America there, they talk what you know, Sabi.
You can't be talking to elders, men, your husbands, where I come from. You can't be I'm the Yoruba Black more, King's advisor in the Southwest. You can't be talking to your husband, no matter how wealthy educated you are in Africa, and you're pointing at them like this.
You can, it depends. Which husband? The husbands will not get sense. You see, all this is the problem. This is the problem. All this you can't be talking to, and when she means husband, we as Africans we know what she meant because it's a man. A man will do anything, and you can't talk to them and point them. Even the mumu one where don't misbehave, we no get any respect, no deserve any, you know, go talk to them because culture say we will be woman. Moku they swallow all the shit where they come out from men, and you sit down there, they support them. Some kind of nonsense thing they will be cultural things where you suppose they advocate, made and change those nonsense. This is not even about Natasha anymore. It's just the fact that some people still have this mentality, and she's calling herself Dr. Sandra Duru, and then she calls herself Professor Weke on the other side. She said she has achieved all these things. She's this, she's that. She's traveled the whole world. She's won all her battles. She's single-handedly put Massachusetts whatever in jail. She did this, she did that. In all your achievement, in all of everything you've done, do you still not see that there's a comma? That's the reason why I like this Chimamanda. This Chimamanda Adichie, that's one woman that has sense. When she speaks, you can see wisdom in what she's saying. And Chimamanda, you know, when I used to say this thing, I'm like, why is it that most people don't see it? Then another person that I noticed that also complained about our culture and tradition, some things that are wrong with it, was Chimamanda. Not many female Nigerians would do that. You only hear now our culture, now what, which nonsense culture, nonsense tradition. Seriously, some rubbish needs to change. Somebody will not speak because you're a woman. So she went there and she spoke, and you cannot be talking to our husbands like that. If husbands don't respect themselves, then nobody will respect them. An elder that does not respect him or his or herself does not deserve any respect from anybody. So don't even use that as a yardstick to measure any nonsense here. This thing just vex me. You are alleging that it didn't happen. You are alleging that she told you that it didn't happen. Okay, let's say that Natasha's own didn't happen. What about other women that has been through this type of thing? Not only in Nigeria, other African countries. We've seen their Senate members, women in theirs, they've mentioned these kind of things. Sexual harassment happens everywhere, every day. So those ones too should not speak because the harassment is being done by, in your words, our husbands. So man go misbehave or men go misbehave. Person no go talk about them because say na men, because them be husband. You where they marry, you no be wife. If them be husbands, the women they no be wives. Person no go talk to them. Person no go point and say who them be God. Even God, when you get angry, you question God. You ask God, why is this happening to me? Now human being, that person no go talk to. They cover up with men just hide under this nonsense thing that they call culture and tradition, and they do all manner of rubbish. Man. Person no go rest because then get Ebola. Wetin happen? Person no go rest.
You didn't even calm down for them to call you to say, my wife, my daughter, our senator, what's the problem?
Which wife? Which daughter?
With lies, not with the truth. And that I got angry with her when she refused to make peace. I tried. All of you telling me why? I did.
She is a professional. Which one is call her our wife, our daughter, our this? That is disrespectful to even use those kind of words to even call her. She's a senator. They are senator. They are also senators like her. Okay. They all went to school, studied whatever they studied. I think majority of them are lawyers. I think something right. I think they're lawmakers. So I believe they all studied law, or except the ones they smuggled somehow in there. So the same amount of years that a man spend in school to study law is the same amount of years a woman will spend in school to study law. If you graduate and you come out with distinction and good this thing, is the same energy the man will put to get that best result. Is the same energy the woman will put. Why you go come place of work or work career where all of us don't read the same book, all of us don't. Doctor, in fact, make I no curse you. No, even face me. Which kind of rubbish talk with this one? We're talking about they are she's a senator. They are also senators. If they scream, she will scream. They talk anyhow. Look at the way the other one was screaming and screaming at Obi Ezekwesili, even though you're alleging what you're alleging. Obi Ezekwesili, in her own right, has achieved what she has achieved. The other clown, I don't even know what he has achieved in life. But look at how he was screaming and disrespecting the woman. If he thinks that he has achieved a lot, Obi has also achieved a lot. But no, because Obi is a woman, now we're going to say, hey, our wife, our daughter, our this. And the man, why we not go call them our husband, our son? Oh, yes, sit down here, let me rub their head too. What is all this disrespect all about? No matter how women read, no matter how women achieve, no matter how hard women work, we have to end up in the kitchen, because this is exactly what is our wife. Our get out of here with our wife. No day for village. We're talking about Senate. You're talking about people that decide over 220 million people. You go call them our wife. When she go house, she go be wife to Odwaga, and that's it. But when she's at the place of work, there is nothing like our wife. They should tell her, oh, our wife, because she will not speak her mind anymore. If you, Sandra, you don't want to speak your mind, no speak your mind. I don't even know what you do for America, but whatever you're doing there, just go there, close your mouth, and allow the men to oppress you because they are our husbands. Mpokoroma, mpokoroma.
All the why, and the Z, and the pray, and the beg. I did everything. I did everything I could do. Natasha is not teachable. Natasha is prideful. Natasha has no, in fact, Natasha lacks humility. Natasha lacks moral value. She does not care. If it doesn't go Natasha's way, you are her enemy. Natasha feels that money can buy everything. So at that point, I now made her understand, listen, I will not let you do this. So when she got it wrong, after all she said to me, I recorded everything. And where she got it wrong was the trip she planned. I knew about the trip, how she was going to go to Lagos, how they would go to Arise TV, do their stuff. There's a particular man that Arise TV what's that man's name? Rufai. That Rufai took it personal. She told me all sort of things. She told me about Rufai, how they were planning their award, how she sponsored their award, how they're going to use helicopter, everything. I didn't want to be a part of it. And I didn't want to talk to anybody about it. I thought everything out.
What's the difference between you and Natasha now? You, according to you, Natasha knew about the mother of the Mori girl, a lady from 3 years ago, didn't say anything, didn't do anything, and whatnot. Which, if that's the case, and if what she was alleging was true, that's absolutely wrong, and of course should be prosecuted for it. You, that you know fully well that she already told you that this whole thing did not happen and all of that, and you knew that she was going to Kogi to go and stand and talk to her people, and a lot we've already seen, even before she flew in, we've already seen the number of people that were out there already screaming, rooting, stressing, and endangering their lives. And you knew the plan about going with helicopter. You didn't raise the alarm. You didn't try to do anything to inform the Nigerian aviation or whatever. So all our airport, private or whatever, no way she'll be able to fly in, and so she will not go there and talk rubbish, because that's what you're making us to believe, that there is no truth to the story that she's telling. So it's just absolute rubbish. But you allowed her to continue with the rubbish campaign, and you did not voice out anything to anybody. So that could be, curbed. So she will be quiet the way she is right now. So you too, you'll be another one. You knew, you didn't say anything.
Said to her, has gone in as a woman to make peace. I said, sleep over it. Don't do that. Enough of the tea. You hear the voice when I play now. I said, enough. I said, if I knew you earlier, Natasha, if I knew you before now, I would not have allowed you to go out there and be talking. Would have taken care
But you
of
see,
that.
after you knew her, you see, allowed her to fly in a helicopter to go to Kogi.
Dr. John Danusa Kanya, there was other sexual harassment. We handled the things that the professional things, the administrative errors, and I proved the point intellectually, intelligently, and administratively I handled it. And in less than 7 days, they were sacked. DGSSS is alive, but I'm not bragging about it. I'm only saying that there are better ways to handle things if you are on the side of the truth. Natasha has no single truth. Natasha has no conscience. Natasha is on a mission to destroy men. And I have sons. And I want to tell her, it's no longer the battle between her and the Senate. It's a battle between her, God Almighty, and myself. Because I cannot watch her destroy our men. I cannot watch her destroy our sons. I cannot watch Natasha destroy our daughters who are following her blindly hailing her and clapping for her. What does that mean? Somebody is doing what is not right. You are clapping. It's irresponsible behavior, something we should all be adoring or clapping or applauding, or what do you mean? Indiscipline, careless utterances, making claims without evidences, and emotionally blackmailing.
Madam, we cannot do this to our men, our sons, our this, our nephews, our cousin, our that one and that one. Did you keep the same energy with all those other women that were genuinely? Let's just assume that Natasha is lying. Where were you when other people that were really, really harassed Okay, people that were ROAP'd by gangs of people and the evidence to prove that they did it. Madam, where you did this shout, where you did shout, where you been there to fight for the daughters and the get out of here, man. Bafuoye. Olodo.
Nigerians are they calling them hungry and gullible? Calling someone like Dr. OBS a question like, oh, auntie, I'm highly disappointed that you're a useful idiot. And Frida, what have you got to do with this? You have to answer. I have written to your international body here in the United States. So let's go back to it. Now, let me show you guys evidences here. Let's take it one at a time to prove to you guys that Natasha knows me. Natasha called me. Call logs don't lie. Everything has been investigated. You will all hear it. And let me also remind Nigerian police, I'm sure you're watching me. I have reported beyond you and even above and beneath. I will see how you will handle this case of Natasha and all her false allegations without evidences. And let me tell you something, Nigerians, please, my brothers and sisters, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. If anybody brings anything to you on the public domain, please ask for evidence. If I didn't ask for evidence, I would have continued to fight without knowing I would have been. Maybe one day should have called me another useful idiot, and by then would have destroyed lives and careers and messed up the name of our country to the level where we are today. We still want to do more to ourselves. That's not nice. And if you come to the public domain for any reason, then you should have what to give us. Even if you give us 10% of your evidence, keep 90% away. But no, she didn't do that because she does not have any evidence. She said if she comes out to make noise, the Senate president will be forced to step down and they will have their way and do what they want to do to stop their Yoruba, whatever she calls it. Said it's Yoruba government. So let me show you guys evidence that Natasha.
If she comes out and makes noise, the Senate president to step down. It takes more than making noise for a Senate president to step down. Like, no. Anyway.
Called me at least before you can do anything in life, credibility matters. You have alleged the first, you have alleged second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, all sort of allegations, no evidence. But I will give you evidence today. And I will start with, is there audio? I can't hear anything. I can't hear myself again. No, it's on. Could you check this out for me so I can tell the people something? Okay. I want to show them some of the evidences. If you come to the public domain for any reason, thank you there. If you come to the public domain for any reason, please give proofs. Not just keep alleging. So I picked out of her allegation, she told me about 20. I picked 3 out of them. I'm interested in the feeder, Dr. Obieze Kwesili, Arise TV, the mother of the girl, Umore. And for your information, please, the young people watching me, Umore died in 2021, and we all followed that case. To let you know how dumb a whole senator of Federal Republic of Nigeria can be so dumb. And many of you were wondering when she was talking, I was in At that point, I was sipping my water and I was in in Yoruba language. Means fabu, oniro, masolo. That's the meaning. That's the meaning. So at the end of the day, I took those 3. I said, Natasha, okay, good.
It's like, oh, you very baby talking, you fool. This Professor Weke, she's very petty. I'm telling you, the woman is a content creator. Like, go on Facebook and see what she's writing. Like, you know that she's this thing is not just about exposing Senator Natasha, but it's a way to also grow her page and blow her trumpet and add more this to her collage of what she's telling us, how she put the U.S. Massachusetts whatever lawmaker, whatever that person is in US, there in the state of Massachusetts, in jail or got convicted or found guilty of whatever the person did over there. And then the case in Nigeria, she also won where somebody was accused, sorry, of buying another person, and she was able to prove their forensic evidence and things like that to prove that. So this, she will also add this to her collage, like, okay, I also brought down Natasha instead of Natasha bringing down Senator Akpabio. And this woman wants to use this to also grow all her social media hand. We understand. All of us are creating content. She is content creating. We're doing here. We understand. Carry on, Professor Beke. Carry on, Biko. Gawa.
You have told me the reason for this fact. If not Senator Akpabio, but the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and you said because of you don't want Yoruba government to go beyond 4 years. Number two, you said no sexual harassment evidence of any kind, of anything. You just want to do your thing. What you said about your husband, I'm going to keep. It has because of your children and his own children. So then the third one, the death of Umoren, that you're asking the international community, the media, and myself to allege against the Senate president. Umoren died 2021, and from the private investigation conducted, there was no organ harvesting. Autopsy was done. The person who murdered Umoren is serving a life jail term. And doctors in the house, please help me educate Natasha. Kidney cannot be removed and preserved, and you can't fly kidney from Nigeria to Germany or anywhere in Europe to transplant it just like that. No. Doctors should know it's impossible. Are you going to preserve it with formalin? What are you going to use to preserve the kidney? Natasha is a pathological liar. And when she's lying, she lies like a daft. Natasha lies like somebody. I ask myself, is she okay? So now, how did they take this girl's kidney? Why is she bringing out something that will hurt the family of that girl, that will cause them emotional trauma, emotional distress? We all know that 2021 and 2016 are apart. I don't want to go into the private life of people, but let's now take it this way, that I had to report to the agencies in the United States that I have an information from a senator from Nigeria who said another senator murdered somebody and she knew about it for the past 3 years. That makes her an accomplice. And why didn't she tell the police she knew who killed Umoren? So on that one, I said, okay, since she has said sexual harassment is not true, okay, come prove this one. So I petitioned Natasha to the authorities, including ICC, documents I'm going to prove to you guys. So Natasha was unable to bring evidence till today. Instead of her to clarify, she said, I'm AI. She doesn't know me. I'm not in existence. She has never called me. So now I'm going to show you guys, Nigerians, that it's not possible to take kidney from Nigeria to anywhere overseas to be transplanted. And before you do that, you have to make sure it matches the other person. Let's not go into medical things. Doctors in the house will educate us on that later in live program. I'm going to come on that. Based on all she has done and said, so I wrote a book on head screams and launched a lot of petitions abroad to even ITU. They were all copied.
Madame is writing books, she's singing new songs, creating new songs. In fact, at this point, I'm even confused. Is Professor Mbeke out to expose Senator Natasha and her cohorts, or she's here to promote a new book she's writing and the new song that she's releasing, and also grow her Facebook pages? I don't know which one she's up to, because the way that she will, even in that voice note, she did half voice note and the other half is a song. Natasha, Lightasha, this one. I don't know if she's found a new career in singing, or one of her family member or close friends started singing. So this is a way to promote, to put the person out there, so you know that whenever you need, like if it's a song for you, whatever you're doing as a content creator, you can use the services of the person that did for Professor Mbeke. I don't know what in the woman they promote now.
I will be having an emergency UN meeting with them after this, and I'll be on CNN too, where I'm going to give them my exclusive. I decided to come live today to let you guys know that I am Dr. Sandra Duru. My page, Prof. Mbeke, And this is the same phone she called. I'm going to show you guys everything. And I'm also going to put it after live. I'm going to put it there for you guys to see everything. That nothing is AI. Everything I give you has been examined, analyzed, and verified and stamped. America, we don't make mistakes like that. We don't investigate cases before we go to. We don't just rush like that. We do things in stages. So I took my time. I didn't come to social media. She did her own social media first, and up to now she hasn't gone to court. So I did mine, going through the due process. Because the truth, when you have the truth, you go in stages, in phases. So if you have the truth, you don't rush. You first of all contact the authorities, send in the stuff for forensic examination, make sure you have everything secured, then contact the person to know if the person wants to stop or wants to move on. And then if the person continues, you expose the person to protect the lives of others and the peace and unity of everyone. So now let's start with Natasha saying she does not know me. She has not called me before, and you will see her number here. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by exposing her number, because she said she hasn't spoken to me. So let's start with that. So I will start with, I don't know if people can somebody see this? Yeah. Can it be sent? Is it clear? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I can move closer, right? Yeah.
So okay, so I want the screenshots. Okay.
Now let me go to, this is, okay, 1 second.
Okay, so now she wants to show the screenshots of the chat between she and Senator Natasha, because according to her, Senator Natasha says she doesn't know her. And she's also going to play the voice recording. So I'll just allow you people to listen. I'll try to pause in between because, like I said, Professor Meke is also a content creator. I want to believe she might have a YouTube channel also. So you have to react and make proper changes to her video so we don't have issues. Because we really have to follow this case through to the end. You can hear her saying she will go to CNN, but they invited her to Nigeria. She didn't pick any of the Nigerian channels to go. She wants to run to CNN. The next thing is BBC. After she goes say, Natasha, they embarrass the nation. You don't, then call you for this, okay, Natasha allegedly told you she bought Arise. Okay, don't go to Arise. But we have other TV stations that you can also go and grant interview. But you've already made up your mind that you're going to CNN and BBC and all those Mbokoro people.
Okay, let's do this way. I want to search for Natasha. Can you help me? Mm-hmm. Can you just search Natasha? There is nothing fake in this thing. Search Natasha. I'm going to search her name on my phone call log. Then you will see Natasha. That's the first to show you that she's not credible. Okay, is that Natasha? Have you found her? Okay, I'm going to search Natasha now so that you will see that, one, let's start by making sure Nigerians know she's not credible. She says she hasn't spoken to me before, that everything is AI. Okay, we have searched. I'm going to still post these things for you, for those who can't see me. This is too many things coming in. This is Senator Natasha. Her number is there. Yeah, she said it's not her. She hasn't called. Why? We don't have anything to hide anymore. Let our lawyers bring it on. This is Natasha's number. Can they see it? Yes. Yeah, that's not. Let our lawyers bring it on. She said she doesn't know me, so there's no privacy, anything to hide anymore. I kept protecting her, but she's still lying like a pathological liar. And she's going there to talk about satire nonsense when she's supposed to take her matter seriously. That's Natasha's number. And let me show you the date she called me. This is the date. Can you see the date? Can they see? Yes. The date. That's March 27th, the first ever call. I don't know this girl. I don't talk to people like her. I don't mess around with such people. That is the date. Can you see that? As we were talking, she was sending me things that I needed to use for her for something. And that's it. I'm going to post everything now that we have come here. It has gotten to the level that I have to expose her beyond what she can ever think of. I was trying to protect her, but now she's making it look like she hasn't spoken. So that's Natasha. These are the agencies in the United Kingdom that she needed me to write to and lie against Senate President of Nigeria. I don't even know that man. That the man killed someone. Since his sexual harassment, she said Antobi messed it up. That she paid Antobi. She hired Antobi, feed her as useful idiots. to go and disrupt the committee. And I'm making myself available. Anybody who is doing any case with Natasha, please, I will volunteer to be there to let people know the truth at any time. I have everything you need. And I've also submitted to the police in Nigeria and the United States and everywhere. This is it. If you go down here, she also sent this to me about Yahaya Bello. Yahaya Bello, I don't know who is Yahaya Bello. One Ododo, I don't know who is Ododo, I don't know them. She sent.
There is nobody this woman knows. Even yeah, Professor Meke. Even though you said you did police reform, you've done this, you've done that, you're a doctor, you are professor, but you do not know who Yaya Bello is. Sandra Duru. Okay, oh. You don't know who Yaya Bello is.
She sent me so many things. She sent me something about one man they call, what's this man's name? I don't know his name. I don't know who this man is. She told me what she wanted us to do to that one. I don't know who he is. But that's just a senator. Deleted messages. No, I will get them. This one, you can see when she now found out that all she's offering me is not going to work, she started deleting those things. But those things she's deleting, I already have them, and I've submitted them to the police. I've submitted them to the police in Nigeria, ICC, everywhere, including IPU. And watch me on CNN. I'm going to bring up more because on CNN we're going to now have a slide on CNN. So, Natasha, you can see
you just won't go.
I don't know. I don't.
You see this life, eh? You see this world we're living in. Now battleground day. Some people will just step on anybody's head to get to the next level. Opportunity to go to CNN has presented itself. Professor Meke don't grab her with two hands and if you shout, she will not have a slide on CNN. She's just been waiting for who she will use to go international and get famous, so she would. Wallahi. Yeah, it is well. Natasha, you don't enter.
She said to me what she wanted to do to that one. And because she said that one was you see this, so that one has evidence against her or something.
This is how you know people that are not real. This is how you know people that are not real. You cannot be a Niger person that was born and raised in Niger. And I believe this Sandra Duru schooled in Niger or lived in Niger until she was grown before she relocated. What is Nwabwenyi? And she just told us that her parents are Igbo. What is Nwabwenyi? Is that how they say that name? Or you don't pretend now, say you don't.
Nothing happened. I don't know what she's talking about.
Nwabwenyi.
That's
you know the shame. Igbo woman, they saying Nwabwenyi.
She started deleting. This is Natasha.
Rubbish.
I've sent all this to the police already. She doesn't know I have them already backed up. And immediately I turned down her offer.
You see all these kind of people go they pretend say they know sabi speak their language and they won't try to pretend say they don't touch, they don't push. I'm even saying it nice. Have you heard any real Igbo person saying Ezekwesili Onwabonyi?
They paid for the award. She wanted me to come receive the award. I don't take out. People who know me will tell you I don't value cheap things. I don't value what I have not worked hard for. I work hard for everything I want to earn. When you are raised by Americans, you will know that we value integrity.
You see, I didn't even know she would make these statements. When you're raised by Americans, who do call it past those people? The same America that is plotting to unalive Ibrahim Traore, working with friends. Come on, get out of here. What's in be America? They mad. Talk rubbish. What's in be America? Who caused problem past America for this world? Nobody only thing there's a bit or they cause problems so they go sell weapon. Donald Trump, see who they make #1 president. The most foolish human being for the world. I better get out of here. When you're raised by what in be America, you suppose they shame as you they talk that thing with your mouth. We no get culture, no tradition, no nothing. No know their left from their right. Now I make you they behave the way they behave because you were raised in America.
Because we keep our evidences and we watch what we say, how we say them, and that's why I decided to let her know that I'm going to smoke her out of her hole like squirrel. And she's unintelligent. It's not about lying, jumping up and down. No, you have to know. She doesn't even know what it takes to be a senator and the rules guiding the Senate. So she started deleting. Then at this point, I'll post all these things here for you guys. At this point, she started saying she doesn't want anything contractual. And I started telling her, hey, I said, you don't say, where did I even answer her? I said to her, there's so many I'm going to post. You guys trust me. I'll post them all. And now let me play the first day call for you guys. The first day call, listen to this. 1 second. I'm not really a social media person. Permit me, I'm a village girl. She's a town city girl. You know, I'm a village girl. But I will try.
You know one thing, if you want to brag with yourself. You know, I find it very foolish when I see mostly somebody, this woman in question is a Nigerian. Look, America there. Look at the Black Americans over there in America. Look how those people are being treated. So to even see you, though you be African person, and as an African person, you're going to brag with a country like that cannot even recognize their own people. They refer to them as African Americans, and then the rest of them, they don't call themselves European Americans and the Indians Americans and this like that and things like that. They still look at them in their face and tell them, go back to Africa. Go back to which Africa? They are Americans. They don't treat them like America. Is that a country that you use as an example to say I was brought up in a staff spit on your head? Tao! Arababukwag into your head, idiot.
My best to carry you guys along. This is okay. Before that, this is my petition. 1 second. This is my petition to the Nigerian police, ICC, IPU, and I've gotten responses from all of them. I wrote a petition with evidences to all those places, and that's my petition with my official letter-headed paper. And I am the president of TUFF, TUFF.
I don't know that they make you president because you're not that clout chaser.
For over 25 years. So and she can't mess up my reputation. You can't use me to go lie, and at the end of the day, I want to also show you. These are all the letters written out to authorities. Before I even decide to come here, we have finished the case already. Now let me play to you guys her first ever call. But I'm not going to play everything because of her children, their mental health, her husband, his mental health, and that. So let me play her first ever call to me. 1 second.
May I also add this because I'm really pissed off at that statement this woman made. You as an African person bragging with America, shame on you. And this goes to anybody, okay? There are certain things you need to brag when you want to brag about. Okay, we can understand. But when it comes to we were raised by America and we do things this way, we keep our evidence. The same America we by Gaddafi, just because Gaddafi was fighting not just for his country, fighting for his own nation. The same America, now you they brag with. Run go up and go swallow all of now we no get sense.
This I think yeah. So increase the volume. Okay, let's start again.
France constantly steals from Africa. Constantly, not only France, all of them. They didn't see anything wrong. All of a sudden, America woke up now to say that they want to help because Ibrahim Traore is stealing from his people. But all these thousands of years that France, Europe, America, and all of you, Asia, have been stealing from Africa, they didn't see anything. You call yourself doctor. You sure say you go any school. You call yourself Dr. Sandra. You they brag with that kind of country. You be good.
Hello, doctor. This is Sandra, Natasha. Are you Professor Ubeki? I am the same Professor Ubeki. This picture looks familiar. But my friend, either told me, oh, it's the Sandra. I want them to hear it. I want them to get that shit.
After bragging that she's coming out with more evidence and everything, this video she's playing right now is not the same thing she posted to her page already, that she already posted. What's the reason why you're coming in with this type of a post when you've already posted it? You were supposed to be bringing better evidence, but from the way you just talk on this your live stream, I don't see the kind of person where you be. So if truly Natasha is lying, you're no different from Natasha. Two of them are birds of the same feather. If she's truly lying.
That's it again. That's it again. I did mention it there. If not that, I did a little bit background check on the man who called me. He reached out to me in my inbox. I ignored him since morning. Okay, because honestly, I don't trust our people and I don't talk to them. I was a principal consultant to Police Service Commission and I doubled also at the SON. I didn't want to get involved from the beginning. I was like, I don't know this lady, I don't talk to these people. And my conscience kept disturbing me. And I don't get involved. I mind my lane. They know me. I just don't talk to people. And I don't want to see mistakes have been made. If I met you earlier, I wouldn't have allowed you to go to Arise. Or say you had my hand. Some people even come up with that I should be lucky. But the number 3 person, do I know what it is that I would have just taken advantage of it and enriched myself? Okay. For some security reasons. So my people, that's a lot of things was said. Not one call, not 2, not 3. So today I just came here to establish to you guys that Natasha knows me. She said all these things to me. I have written petition against her. She has been invited. She has made her statements. And that was why I was waiting, telling you guys, so please give me some time. I'm going to come. And I'm here. And the case is not just Nigeria. It's an international case because she came to the international community. So the international community is also interested now. And I am the petitioner, in case many of you are not aware. I am the one handling this against her, not any other. I don't know about whatever she has everywhere. But this particular ones that she alleged, and she told me that no sexual harassment, that she brought about the death of Umoren, that she knew about it for the past 3 years. She just wanted to use it against the senior president now. If she truly knew about that means she's an accomplice. And if at the end of the day it's not true, she also will be prosecuted for all those false allegations. And so many things she alleged here that I don't want to keep out there for now. But I will send more to you guys as soon as we are done with this. But when I get to CNN, everything, I want to have my exclusive interview when I'm relaxed, because the pressure, I tell you guys, the pressure is too much from her people. Now, let me play just one thing for you about, she said, she didn't say that.
CNN, they hungry you since.
Which one is, okay. Okay, oh, shit. Forgive me, guys. Let's start that back again. Yeah, please. So when you have because of the plan, it's a fine. Yeah. Support a team. Peter brought in 5 lawyers, and there's another lady who manifested Dr. Bella. They came together and they said they will go there and be swapped. So I saw her there. But intentionally to disrupt that, they will not move on. What was it? They said it's been adjourned or something. I think indefinitely, yes. Okay. So many. So there's so many of them. I don't want to leave too many things out. Okay. But I'm going to make it like a link. I'm going to create like a link. I'm going to put everything together. I will title it for the public to understand which is which. Okay. And so the public can understand that. And that was what led me to write this book that I sent to United Nations, to let them know that men cry too. Unheard screams of our sons and husbands and brothers and nephews. And everything Natasha.
Nobody's saying men don't cry. You don't have to wait for Natasha's story to write the book about men cry too. Okay? You would have been able to do this long time ago, but I think you just know that this Natasha's case is will be the one that will take you to CNN that you've been dreaming to go to, so you can be world famous because you're I can't even say you're Ninja famous because me, I'm hearing about you for the first time, Professor Mbeki. I've never heard about this person before. I'm hearing about you, and a lot of people, I believe, are hearing about you for the first time since you started. Because when you even look at the blogs, a lot of people are not even posting about this thing. Even here on YouTube, even on Facebook, even on Instagram, it's mostly Stella Dimokokos that is posting about it. And when you go to Stella Dimokokos' page, people are even laughing and dragging her that she should leave. So people really don't know who this Professor Mbeki is, even though she says she's done so much for Nigeria and all of that. But I feel like this woman just saw this opportunity to use it to go to CNN, BBC, and all this world, this in Al Jazeera. There was no place she's not going to go and grant interview, because I don't see how you've been jumping around screaming you're not going to grant any interview because you want to use your page first. Okay, and we can understand as a content creator, of course, when you have exclusive like this, break it on your page first. We totally understand. But then after you've dropped the whole tea here, why not go to the other TV stations that at least the Natasha did not tell you that she has bought over? You said she bought Arise TV. Okay, don't go to Arise. Go to the other TV stations. Or even if I were you, I would even go to the Arise just to prove, because when you go there, you will say A, and by the time they are airing, they are editing, they are turning everything, they will turn it upside down, and they will post what you did not say, and make sure you also you're good in recording, right? So you record the whole interview too. Let them not know you record the whole interview. So if they post anything that is contradictory to what the interview you did with Arise, you go and post it on your page and say, you see, I told you people that Natasha has brought them over, and this is the proof. I said this, look what they're saying I said. And then go to other TV stations too and grant interview too. But now you don't want to grant to any Nigerian TV station. I didn't hear you mention any African country that, okay, if you don't want to grant in Nigeria, go somewhere else and grant. No, you don't want to. You just want to fly all the way to CNN to go and grant interview and telling us that you're going to do it in slides. Madam, just say you won't get more popularity. Ngwania, Gawa.
Reason this book. And if she knows that I'm lying, let her come forth. Let's get it out. And for Arise TV, I'm going to put more out there, and that's why I don't have any regrets for Arise TV or any form of awards sponsored or bought by anybody. So we're going to bring more. I'm going to bring more. So I just came in here today. I just decided to come on live today to establish that Natasha knows me against her lies, to establish that I'm not AI, to establish that all the things are forensically investigated and verified, to establish that it's not a social media thing, that authorities are already looking into it. And if Akpabio or other people she mentioned to me did not do what she said they did, she has to be prosecuted. And I've also withdrawn myself from her case at the international level. I've written to ITU, I've written to UN agencies, I've written to the one she told me to help her, all the things she made us do. I've contacted other women, and they have seen the truth, because the truth must be told the way it is. Okay? So there was no sexual harassment. The target is not the Senate president, but the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because Natasha was promised to be made a governor by her so-called forefathers, her political fathers, who she mentioned to me. I've mentioned to the authority. I don't want to incite the public, so I won't mention so many names. Even the man who introduced Natasha to me, I called the owner of the political party, the person who registered or who initiated that political party, or the head of the political party, and I spoke to him, and he's somebody I respect too. And because of him, I'm not going to mention his political party, because they are all being investigated. And the people she called opposition leaders, I also have them here. I've also reported to the appropriate agencies, but I don't want to incite the public. Natasha, Kogi Central, Natasha does not have your interest at heart, because if she does, the first thing a woman, a mother, and a leader who has the interest of her people at heart do, knowing fully well that what we are talking about is misconduct, not sexual harassment. At what point did sexual harassment come into this? The same man you attended his birthday on the 8th, who shares birthday with you, the same man who was there as your husband's friend and everything, and the Yoruba, they brought you in and married you in less than 2 years. You scattered them. In fact, you want to kill them, including your own husband. But I'm not going to say much about Emmanuel, but I don't know how he's feeling about this. And I don't even know if he's out of the bottle she put him. So, but the truth of the matter, I don't want to take anything. I don't want to be petty like her. If I want to be petty like Natasha, I would play so many things, but I am putting the mental health of her children into consideration. And also the children of Emmanuel Uduaga. And if you watch me, I write her name as Natasha Akoti. I don't put the man's name for now. I don't know if she knows the truth, because Natasha told me that her husband, Emmanuel, didn't know she was coming to IPU to do what she did. That she told the man she was coming to IPU to cry to the women to come and help her beg the Senate, to reduce the 6 months. So she's a pathological liar.
So under just a short time, she told her so many stories. This story is going to be hot. We will keep following it.
And Natasha is fantastic with deception. That's what I'll tell you. And I have the lot here. I don't want to talk too much. I have established that she's not credible because she lied and denied she does not know me. Why lie if you have truth? Why send Dr. Obiez personally to go and disrupt the same committee where you should have sent them with your proof, with your evidence to go fight for you? Instead, you sent them there to go and disrupt because you don't have evidence. And TOB, you accepted. Isn't that such a disgraceful thing to do? Will I ever want to look up to you to be like you? When we have people like Dr. Okonjo Iweala and Chimamanda and the rest of them. I'm so sorry this happening to Nigerians. And Nigerians, she said, you are gullible and hungry. I don't know why somebody should be so careless. And I told her, if you have the interest of your people like that, write an apology letter. That's simple misconduct. It has nothing.
I told you people that it seemed like this lady has something for Obi Ezekwesili, for Dr. Obi Ezekwesili. Look at Obi Ezekwesili, look at Chimamanda, look at the two of them, who looks older? Obi Ezekwesili is most definitely older than Chimamanda Adichie. You can put the word auntie when you're referring to Chimamanda, but talking to Obi Ezekwesili, you're calling her disgrace. You've not even proved beyond reasonable doubt that, okay, let's say she was paid by Natasha, allegedly, what you're alleging, let's say it's true. You've not asked her if she knew or she thought she was fighting a real fight. The way you said you're fighting a real fight. You've already called her a disgrace. You've called her Ezekwesili, and then you just thought you feel you're just better than some people. That's why. And probably because Chimamanda also lives abroad, and because you carry America for your head, like say, now you create America. Maybe that's why you're adding auntie to her name. You the only value the ones who they stay for America with you. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Hi.
No attachment. The sexual harassment you're talking about, you said it happened in 2023 or thereabouts. And you still went to ITU with the Senate president and met with other members in 2024. You didn't allege that. Even the day you said it happened on the 8th of December, you still came on the 9th of December praising the same Senate president. And as if you've forgotten all these things. The same people who were like a family to you, whatever they have done wrong, settle it amicably. But if there was any sexual harassment, let us see your evidence. I can come and challenge you. There was no sexual. I will personally prove to the world there was no sexual harassment. And how can you be sexually harassed in the company of your husband? And the man who invited you had people on my birthday like this. I don't take people around and sexually harass the man that came with his wife. Does it take 1 second to sexually harass you? Are you a kid? And coming to make all this allegation and saying that all you wanted was for the man to step down because of the Yoruba government, please, any misconduct must be prosecuted. Any lies, please, police, do your job. Because let me tell you, Nigerian police, if this was Showore, you guys would have dealt with Showore. If this was that young man, what's that his name? I don't know that guy. In as much as I don't believe in such things, you guys would have dealt with that. So police, do your work. Investigate Natasha with all the evidences I've provided. Enough of this public sympathy, and she's already calling them useful idiots and then G and H, gullible and hungry. If anybody in Nigeria comes up and affecting the government, everybody will join you. Natasha is criminally minded. Natasha is out to destroy men. And I don't want to even say much about Nsima. She told me, I don't know who is Nsima. I don't know who is Stella. One Stella, she said, The same man started dating Stella. The man now took the Stella. All these things are the things you sent. You were sent to the Senate to go and who is sleeping with who? Who bought Stella? Who bought Stella? No, the other one, Joy. Who bought Joy? Prado or bulletproof vehicle, and you're going to deal with your husband for buying somebody, a woman. You saw it that he bought something for a woman. That woman can never be a minister. APC. She said the woman is Stella. APC female, whatever. I don't know what she's talking about. She said the person's name is Stella.
You see this, Professor? Look how she's throwing Stella here. The other one there, Prado Jeep. This one, the head of the political party. You didn't even bother mentioning the name of the political party that you're talking about. You didn't mention it. You didn't mention the person that connected you, which is the leader of the political party that you said that connected you and Senator Natasha. You did not expose the conversation you people had, the names of the people that are sponsoring her, that she said money is not a problem, she can pay in naira or in dollars, that or the people that want to overthrow this present government. You did not mention their names. You're telling us about who date who and who's waiting concern us if somebody willingly decide to sleep with somebody in the Senate. If they are willingly doing it, it's not the problem. We're saying sexual harassment is different from when you're willing. Somebody asks you, let's do this thing. You say, yes, let's do it. You're willingly, both of you agree to do it. You're doing it as adult. That one on our business. Okay. Now you're throwing their name out here to wait in now, cause problem for their family or what. But you pretend that you just know the ones you want to cover up. You know the ones you want to throw under the bones. You're throwing us all basically Abiola FDA. Now you've gone to other gossip that she just, if both of you really talked, she just gossiped with you. Look at how you're throwing those people's name. Did the people also bother you? The ones that are causing the main problem, that wants to overthrow the government, since you really want everything, you're the madam, set record straight. Why are you not giving those names so that they can properly investigate those people and take them down from the positions that they are holding? Because people that are holding certain positions cannot be plotting against the government and things like that, since that's what you're fighting. Mouth speaker of Bat, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the mouth speaker of Akpabio, the ones that you're supposed to tell that is going to help the people that you pretend that you're out here to help, you didn't mention their names. Waiting concern people that are riding Prado, who did not buy Prado for who, and how who will not become a minister.
Woman leader somewhere, and they wanted to make her a minister that had to not manipulate her husband. You are just manipulating everybody. And the same you came to write that you got to the Senate by election, not erection. Hey girl, don't say that again. Try, don't say much. The same seduction to erection, from erection to manipulation to destruction. That's what you do to men, and that's what you know. So, you can respond. So, I don't really have too much to say today. I want her to respond to this. She said she does not know me. She has not sent me before. She has not written to me. She has not, in fact, she has no contact with me. She doesn't even contact with me. She doesn't even know who I am. And she made all this allegation. Police, please do your job. And once again, lovers of the truth, please be careful. I read something on the Adeyo Juice page this morning where they said, Natasha, show us evidence. Please, Natasha, show them evidence, And let me read some comments and see if I can respond to some of you. I can see comments coming in. Can you please let me put it there? Let me see some comments. So let me see if I can respond to some comments and questions. If you have any, please ask. But I'll be answering most of the questions when I get to CNN. And Natasha, yes. Stop deceiving people. If you come to the public domain, please give them something to look into to be able to help you.
Professor Obeke, tell us say you won't go CNN since CNN don't they hungry you. You don't they look for how you go take get interview for CNN, see. Now this thing don't present you itself now for you. Oh yeah, they go. Ibiri, Kabiri, live and let live. Wahala, no they finish. Hey.
Fight your cause. You can't come here and be writing us love letters and satires, articles, which book where you don't need all those. What's that? Yeah. So you can't just come here and be telling us this and that. No. Be serious. This is a very serious case. And what happened between your Senate, take it up officially as a Senate. If you love your people, apologize. And go and represent your people there. Focus on the administrative aspect of that. Fix it and stop jumping up and down from this allegation to that allegation to another allegation to another allegation, now to this one to that one. It's just one pathological lie I don't have any thing to do with. Questions? If you have questions, please ask me.
Okay, so at this point she's waiting. She's almost going to round up.
Thank you. Who again? I'm waiting for question.
Okay, so on her screen, somebody's saying shame on Brekete. I wonder.
Okay, I'm waiting for questions.
Somebody said thunder fire you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, that was it. So I'm blindly following.
I'm not seeing questions. I can see people saying.
Okay, so that's where it ended, where she said, I can see people saying. That's where that one, ended. So that's it. I. Okay, it was just automatically playing something else. So that's where it ended. This is 2 hours 10 minutes. If you're just coming, you have to watch from the beginning to catch the whole thing. I don't know if she'll be coming back live later, but I believe if Senator Natasha says anything, she will most definitely come back live. And she said she will, now you're headed, she's going to CNN. So I guess when she does her CNN interview with the slides, as excited as she is, we will get to see it too. But let's see where this is going. She said she's already petitioned Senator Natasha in UN or IPU or whatever those bodies are called, So let us also see when Senator Natasha will be summoned to come and clear her name or things like that. And she has also affirmed herself that anybody that is doing a case with Senator Natasha should invite her, and she will most definitely come for free to actually bring evidences that the people can use to persecute Senator Natasha. So let's watch out and let's see where this is going. This woman has showed us the kind of person she is. Senator Natasha is also a politician. So, in my own opinion, I'm looking at all of them with side eyes, okay? Let's see where this is going. Let us see where this is going, okay? But until then, this is Entertainment Daily, and I'll see you all on the next one. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss when we're here with celebrity gist, world news, politics, and so much more that we cover here on the channel. So just let me know what you want us to talk about next. If there's something you want us to talk about next, you can also drop that in the comment section if you're watching the replay, and I'll most definitely check it out and we'll be here to discuss it. Thank you also very much. God bless you. Have a lovely weekend and have a blessed day.